Our three reviewers have flown out desperate for some offshore ecstasy. Will they find it? Let's check out this week's offerings. This week, gird your mouse fingers as we look at role-playing games. First up on the Super NES, defeat dastardly dragons in Drakkhen.
On first playing Drakkhen, it didn't take me long to discover that the plot is so linear that I wouldn't be surprised if British Rail had a hand in the design.
At times the animation really isn't as smooth as it could be. I spent a very long time trying to fight what I thought was a blob of jelly. I think it turned out to be a plague of rats in the end.
The story goes that the Drakkhen have left the countryside barren, which perhaps explains why there's nothing actually to do in the game.
Next, on the PC, travel back to pre-Bundesbank medieval Germany in Darklands.
Darklands is mean, moody and magnificent.
The presentation of the game is superb. The graphics are lavish, and it works very well.
The sheer size of the play area and the complexity of the gameplay make sure I'll return to it again and again.
And finally, on PC, lupine mutations and other irritations in Legends of Valor.
Legends of Valor is completely unrivaled in its level of detail and complexity.
I enjoy playing Legends of Valor a lot, and I think it would also be a good game for people who haven't played many RPGs before, because it is so easy to get into.
Now it's time for some hardware reviews, and its cheeky phallic references are plenty as we look at 4 of the latest joysticks attempting to alleviate your gaming exasperation. First, strengthen your Shoryukens with the Capcom Street Fighter II joystick.
This is pretty good. It's more like an arcade joystick, and it's got these nice, neat little buttons on here, and you've got an added feature, which are these turbo sections, which enable you to keep your finger down on the button instead of repeatedly pushing it for quick action and quick kicks and punches. Definitely one for the Street Fighter II fans. It's good, but is it really worth the money? I don't think so.
Next up, floating hands action ahoy with the U-Force.
It's not like any other joystick. It's got no handle, no fire buttons or jump buttons. It works by light sensors on the equipment. The machine doesn't respond to any of your controls that you give it. It just dives all over the place. It's in a world of its own. Absolute world of its own. No good at all.
Guide your chassis into a slipstream or two with the Logic 3 FreeWheel.
Now this really is the driving man's dream for any kind of driving game because it's so realistic. You just obviously turn right to right, left to left, and to accelerate you just push the whole wheel forward, and then to slow down you pull it back. It's really sensitive, but that is also a problem because it does take quite a long time to get used to. But once you do master it, it's excellent. Basically, it gets the thumbs up for me, and it's also a very good price.
Finally, 3 cheers for consumer exploitation. It's the Characteristics.
Gone are the days of playing around with your own small and rather insignificant joystick. Instead, you've got the chance to deftly caress Batman's bulge or do the same with Alien's fiddly bits. Got various different characters here. They've got Terminator 2 and Bart Simpson. But on the whole, an excellent range. I'm really pretty impressed with it, and I'd buy that any day.
I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
All of these handpieces will be on display at GamesMaster Live. Here's all the info you'll need. The dates, December 4th, 5th and 6th. The place, the Birmingham NEC. For information and bookings, call the NEC box office on 021 780 4133.